Hi, welcome to the class. Today we will study about a device. The name of the device is cyclotron. Cyclotron. So, what is this device? So basically, whenever we will study a device, we will study it in certain parts. Like the very first part which we will study about this device is its introduction. So what this device is all about. So basically this device is a device which is used to accelerate the charge particles. Now what kind of charge particles cyclotron accelerates? It accelerates the positive, only positive charge particles. It will not accelerate the negative charge particles. So it accelerates protons, neutrons, alpha particles. So it accelerates these particles. Right? So introduction is done. That is the device which is used to accelerate the positively charged particle. Next is principle. On what principle does it depend? It depends on the principle that whenever an electric force is applied on a charged particle, electric force means F is equals to QE. So this electric force accelerates the charged particle. This accelerates the charged particle. And the magnetic force F is equals to QEP sine theta. This, we all know that this force in most of the cases rotates the charged particle in a circular path. So basically this force changes the direction of the charged particle. Changes means if it is moving in a circular path, obviously it will keep on changing at each and every point the direction of the charged particle. So this F is equals to QE, electric force will accelerate the charged particle, magnetic force will change the direction of the charged particle. So this is introduction principle. Now diagram. So here is the diagram and description also. Description and diagram. So what does this device is made up of? So this device is made up of two hollow chambers in the shape of V like this. So a hollow chamber is there in the shape of V. So we call it a D1. The other one is also D2. These are connected with an AC source and they are put in a magnetic field. Here we have used cross magnetic field. By now we all know what is meant by this cross magnetic field. Cross magnetic field means perpendicular to the plane of the paper and directed inwards, right? Here is the source of what? Source of the charge particle, positive charge particle. So moment, and here is the target. So when you accelerate this charge particle, it has to have a function. Why you are accelerating it? So it needs to have a function. So basically, it's the target. So if you remember Rutherford's gold foil alpha particle scattering experiment. So in that, in order to accelerate those alpha particles, the cyclotron must have been used, right? So this was description. What are the components and the diagram as well. Now coming to the working part. So working part, what happens is the moment this positive charge is being emitted, it experiences the electric force. It experiences the electric force F is equals to QE in the presence of the electric field of this AC source. So it now one more thing. This AC is like this. Sometimes it is positive, sometimes it is negative, sometimes it is positive, sometimes it is negative. Positive, negative, positive, negative. So let us assume that at any instant this is negative, this is positive, and this is negative. At any instant, it may happen because sometimes it has to be positive, it has to be negative. Sometimes this will be positive, that will be negative. Because AC changes its direction at each and every instant. So let us assume that this is positive, that is negative. Now what happens is, since this is a positive charge particle, it will experience a force because of this negative charge particle, because of the electric field of this charge particle. So it will try to accelerate in that direction. So it is accelerating. The moment it enters this inside this D, what happens is inside the any metallic conductor there is no electric force. So that is a very important property of the electric field, that whenever there is a hollow metallic conductor, so inside that no electric field will be there. So that is why, that is the reason that whenever this lightning strikes, so we are always told to be inside some vehicle. So that is always safer. because that is made up of a metallic chamber, and this electric field or electric lightning will never penetrate through that and will never come inside that. So electric field will be zero. So here no electric field is there, but there is a magnetic force. So what does magnetic force will do? It will rotate, it will change the direction of the particle and it will come out, right? Now the moment it comes out, there is a device which is being put. The moment it comes out, it changes the frequency of this AC. So changes the frequency of this AC means earlier it was negative, then it will become positive the moment the charge particle will come out, and it will become negative. Then it will accelerate here. So again it is accelerating, so acceleration has gone up. Again, no electric field inside, it will take a bigger turn now because it has been accelerated, it has more kinetic energy. So it will take a bigger turn, it will again, the moment it comes out, that device will change again the frequency, that will become again negative. So it will keep on happening like this till the time its acceleration or its energy has become sufficient enough to reach a point where there is a window for the charge particle to come out. It has to have a bigger circumference in order to reach the window and then come out, right? So then it comes out and hits the target. So that was the working of this device. Now what are the limitations of this device? So very first thing is, limitation of this device is that it cannot accelerate negatively charged particle. It cannot accelerate the negatively charged particle. It will never accelerate the negatively charged particle. So this is the first drawback. So why it will never accelerate the electron? Because electron's mass is negligible, and in that case this frequency changeover which was taking place when it was coming out, that creates a problem. Neutral charges such as neutrons cannot be accelerated. So these are the limitations. So what we studied here was the introduction of this device, principle of this device, description and diagram of this device, also the working we understood, and the limitations as well, right? So I hope that this much you understood. So in our syllabus we should be aware of this part only, and no equations or expressions are there. If in case you people want to do that, you know that this magnetic forces F is equals to QBB sin theta and taking theta to be 90 in order to have a maximum force, and it is making the particle to move in a circular path. So that will provide the necessary centripetal force. So V square goes on. So if I take it, V is equals to QBR upon N. This will be the expression for velocity. Similarly, you can take the expression for R as well. And kinetic energy also you can calculate frequency. You just need to remember this equation, and so many expressions you can create, right? So that is not an issue because that's not the part of the syllabus. Part of the syllabus is to just know about this device which we have already done, right? Thank you.